Okay, guys, it's me again, Ken. It's good to come your way. I have something very powerful to share with us this evening. If you are online, please, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you something very powerful in the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes. Also, I want you to like this post and also subscribe to this channel. I have something to share with you, and you are going to enjoy what we have to learn tonight. Without wasting time, I want to speak to us on the subject value. Value. What does it mean to be a person of value? What does it mean to be a person of value? When you say somebody is a person of value, what does it mean? Very simple. I'm going to be very simple, go straight to make this thing clear to us. So no ambiguity at all. So to be a person of value, what does it mean? Value in its simplest terms simply means usefulness. I repeat, value in its simplest terms means usefulness. The usefulness of a thing is its value. The usefulness of a person is the person's value. So your value is your usefulness. So anytime you hear somebody say, what is your value? He's asking you, what is your usefulness? Or when somebody asks, what is the value of a thing? He's asking, what is the usefulness of that thing? What is your usefulness? That is what value talks about. What needs are you capable of meeting? What problems are you capable of solving? What solution are you capable of providing? That is what it means when they ask you, what is your value? So your value speaks about the problems you are able to solve, the solutions you are able to provide, the needs you are able to meet. And in all, we say, what is your value? We simply means, what is your usefulness? The usefulness of a thing is its value. The usefulness of a thing is its value. So a person's usefulness is the value of a person rather is the usefulness of that person. How useful are you is your value. You see that now? When you join a company and the company try to know what is your value, they are simply saying, what is your use in this company? What is your usefulness in this company? So a person's usefulness is the person's value. A person's usefulness is person's value. The needs you are able to meet, the problems you are able to solve, and the solution you are able to provide. That speaks of your value. I repeat, the needs you are able to meet, the problems you are able to solve, and the solution you are able to provide, that speaks of your value. Please stay with me. In the next 8 minutes or 10 minutes, we are done with this lecture. In the next 10 minutes, we are done with this lecture. By the grace of God, I've been a business coach for years, and I have taught a lot of intellectuals. I've been able to pass a lot to people. But I'm telling you, I'm going to learn a lot from what I'm sharing with you. So what is your value? It talks about your usefulness. Let's assume you join a company and they are trying to find out what is your value. They're trying to find out what is your usefulness in the company. And watch this. And your value encompasses these things. Your value encompasses this thing. Number one is your intellectual capacity. Number two is your physical fitness. Number three is your skill. Number four is your character. I repeat, this is what your value is made of. Number one is intellectual capacity. Your intellectual capacity speaks of your value. Number two is your physical fitness. Number three is your skill. And number four is your character. When you put these four into perspective, then and work towards perfecting yourself in this area, you become a person of value. Number one, your intellectual capacity. What is your intellectual capacity? What think about your intellect. You know, sometimes ago I said something. When somebody asks you, there are sometimes maybe you are communicating with somebody or you did something, they will say, can you listen to yourself or just listen to yourself? Probably you have heard that before. When somebody say listen to yourself, what the person is saying is that you pause, take a moment, and have a reflection on what you just said or what you just did. They are asking you, think about it, think about what you just said, think about what you just did. Sometimes it is important we learn to have a reflection about our actions, our words, our contributions, our skill, our relationship. Sometimes have a reflection. People don't have a reflection about their life. People don't think about themselves. Okay, let's assume the day is winding up. You know, you had a busy day, you went to work, you did all the stuff, you interacted with people, you bought, you sold, you know, for the day. Now you are back home. It is important you have a retrospect. It is important you think about your day, you know, evaluate all your engagement for that day, what you said, the relationship you had, the transactions, the actions and inactions. You think about them. It's very, very important. By such doing, you will show where you got it wrong, you will see where you got it wrong, and you will also see where you got it right, and thereby you will improve for the next day. You will improve for the next day. So number one is your intellect, your intellectual capacity. Do you think about that? Think about your intellectual capacity. Number two is your physical fitness. How physically fit are you? Very, very important. Most time people are talking about capacity building, they don't think about physical fitness. Your physical fitness matters a lot. Your physical fitness matters a lot. You know, your physical fitness speaks about your total appearance, not just, you know, in terms of your strength. It talks about your dressing, your look, your smile, you know, your how outspoken you are. All of this speaks about your physical fitness. Then we talk about your skill. I believe you know what that means. Which area of life are you distinctively trained for? Which area of life are you distinctively trained for? Where is your expertise? Which area of life are you, you know, capable of providing solution? Which area of life are you trained for? That becomes your skill, your abilities. That is your skill. That area you are trained for. That area you acquire knowledge for. That area you acquire strength for. That area you learned about the know-how, you know, you have the skill. So you have to work on your skill. Then finally, your character. Your character is important because no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how physically fit you are, no matter your skill, if you don't have good character, you are going to have big problems. So character matters a lot. What is your character? Your actions and reactions. Character speaks of your actions and your reactions. Character speaks of your actions and your reactions. So when you want to develop a good character or build your character, you have to look at your actions and reactions. Let me say this. For example, when it comes to one's actions, many people are perfect in their actions because before you do a thing, you have to premeditate. Even sometimes before you speak, you have to brood on those stuff in your head. You premeditate. You think about what you want to say before you say them. So many a time when you are trying to check your character, whether your character is flawed or is okay, you don't go to your actions. You go to your reactions. In other words, how do you react to the event of life? How do you react to the event of life? How do you react to people? How do you react to news? How do you react to people's actions? How do you react to your job, your career? How do you react? So your reaction is the area that speaks about your character maturity. One of the ways you know a person that is mature in his character is his ability to control his reactions. You don't just react, you know, you master your reaction. You master your reactions. Before you speak to people, you have already mastered, your thought. You have mastered your word. So that is what happens when it comes to character. Your actions and your reactions. How do you react to people? How do you react to people? Let's say somebody offends you. What do you do? What you fight? Sometimes you see another fighting in public. Sometimes you wonder why. How does it come about? Because you know why? You don't know when to quit. You don't know when to walk away. You don't know when to be quiet. So for that reason, you react, inappropriately. So your actions are often well manufactured before seen by others, but your reaction differs. A person's maturity is defined by his reactions. So we go back to where we started from. What is your value? Your value simply means your usefulness. Now you are in a marriage or in a relationship. What is your value in that relationship? It simply means your usefulness, your contribution, the solution you are able to provide, the problems you are able to solve. That is your usefulness. Let's assume you are in a job. You got a job. What is your usefulness in that job? It simply means the problems you are able to solve and the solution you are able to provide, the needs you are able to meet. Now you are alive as a human being. What is your usefulness in life? It means your contribution to mankind. It means your usefulness. It means the solution you are providing to mankind, the problem you are solving. That is your usefulness. So therefore, your capacity building has to be in the area of your contribution. You have to improve your usefulness. You have to be useful. You have to be useful. Your usefulness is your value. So anytime you think about value, or somebody asks you, what is your value? They are saying, what is your usefulness? So the day you improve in the area of your contribution to your job, to your relationship, to whatever you are involved in, that means your value has improved. Your value has increased. So I don't know what you are engaged with. I don't know in the area you are making contribution. Improve on it. You see that now? Improve on it, because value is not constant. It can either be increased or decreased. A person's value can either increase or decrease. So the choice is yours. So I don't know the area you are now in your life. You can choose to improve your value, increase your value, or you can also decrease the same. But it is of your interest to improve on your value. In other words, provide more solutions to problems, meet more needs, then solve more problems. I believe this evening, in these few minutes, I'm able to throw light in the area of value. So a person of value is somebody who is useful, either in a job, in a relationship, or even in life. Your usefulness in life, your value in life is your usefulness in life. Thank you for listening to this. Please share this and subscribe to my channel. Shalom, shalom.